Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. Now, hopefully everything works out well. You guys can hear me, and everything's not insanely crazy. I could have sworn the game went the other way, but apparently it doesn't. I've got the gain on the mic cranked all the way down, so hopefully you guys are not hearing any background wind noise anymore, or at least very little of it. Not enough to actually drown out the sound of the game, as is normally the case. And as a final test during the recording,
if anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop it. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
so hopefully you guys heard all that. Tell you, man, it's one of those things where no one mic setting seems to be ideal. I mean, for a game like Defiance, the noise levels are insane, so you have to have the gain a little bit higher because the game was just so loud. So one of the things I do want to point out is if you've actually read any of the codexes or anything like that, which I'll go through those in like a completely separate video. Alright. You'll note that a lot of times it hints at something bigger. So here you have, it says supposedly constructed by the long extinct Protheans. Right? Now everybody says, oh, the Protheans built this. But yet for some reason in the codex it said supposedly. I mean, everybody else states it as fact, and yet here in the codex it says, you're in the information in window, it states it as a bit of a mystery. So am I upset about the what's the best way to put it, the flight mechanic in this game? No, not even slightly. You guys will also note that I do not have Pensacola Station. I did get the Bringing Down the Skies DLC. I did not luck out and get the Pensacola Station DLC. So there's that, which is one of the reasons why I'm thinking about getting it on Steam, but So no, I actually don't mind the fact that you just click and you go. The new system they have set up in 2 and 3 is a little bit dull, really. But here's what I'm gonna do. So there's gonna be missions that are gonna pop up while I'm out here, and stuff to take care of while I'm traveling from place to place, and I will take care of those as they arise, when they pop up, what have you. However, for these main missions, so this one, Novaria and Pharos, especially Novaria and Pharos, I'm going to do them in 2 stages. One video will be the first half of the mission, the second video will be the second half of the mission. I'm also going to be leapfrogging this with Dragon Age. So on Monday, I posted a Dragon Age video, so I'm posting Mass Effect video today, and tomorrow will be Dragon Age, and then Mass Effect, and then whatever I posted on Friday, I will post the opposite on Monday. So this Friday will be Dragon Age, so then Monday will be Mass Effect, and it's just gonna leapfrog until I'm done with Dragon Age. I will also be getting the DLC for the second DLC for Dragon Age sometime this week, so I'll be taking care of that as well, and they should wrap up round about the same time. I mean, Mass Effect is going to take a little bit longer, but you'd be surprised not by much. I mean, it's a very linear game, but it doesn't matter that it's linear because it's just so good. So first things first, I'm going to take care of Liara's dig site. That will be the first primary thing I do, and then hopefully everything will go smoothly and we can progress in sort of an organic fashion. I see us being at Mass Effect 2 round about the start of the month. So I mean, it's really not that long of a game, especially on your second playthrough and when you know what you're doing. So let's get started. So we have to first find her. Now there are 4 systems, and if I remember correctly, she's in this one. But you actually have to go to each different system and you have to scan the planets. And I love the loading screen videos. I mean, it's just... oh, it works so well. Because it makes so much sense. So let's see if we get
Commander,
a transmission.
urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
I love that they brought Admiral Hackett in in later games. So planets that can't be scanned, you won't see the little scan thing down there. Planets that can, I think this is one. Yeah. So you get the survey. Right, and this was the best way to do this. The system they had in 2 was cumbersome, to say the least. But fanboys demanded some sort of space something, so they added it to the game. So this is a bulk of what the space stuff is about in this one, is really just going around the planets and scanning them. And of course you pick up insignias and various bits and bobs, and you can also pick up transmissions. You can find other survivors. I mean, it's a lot It's a lot faster, definitely, than the other one. Now, this is not hers. I'll take care of this mission. Actually, you know what? I will go ahead and take care of this mission. Because this is the one for the Admiral at the Citadel. The one whose squad went missing. At least I think that's this one. There's several planets in the same area, in the same region. So this, of course, introduces us to the Mako, ground combat, and okay, this is not the this is the pirate base. Okay. So I'm actually not going to take care of that. Right, but we have debris, and we've got a stronghold there. So what I want to do... Oh, excuse me. I want to find my other compatriot. But I will show off the Mako a little bit because that one is a primary mission. There's no side questing stuff like this, so there's no map. It's just basically a straight shot. Now you'll notice that I have a little hazard bar in the lower right hand corner of the screen. It does gradually increase over time. That is because this is a hazardous planet. Yes, you can get killed if you stay outside too long. Fortunately, it's, you know, a fairly lengthy amount of time. I mean, you just don't want to be standing outside like really, really long. I do miss the Mako. They got rid of it in 2 and 3. They tried in 2 to give you a bit of a substitute, but it just wasn't the same because you didn't have the big open world like you do here. And then of course it made a little bit of sense in 3 because in 3, you know, there's a war going on, so you know you're not really gonna have time to traipse around hundreds and hundreds of planets looking for small bits of debris. Oh yeah, that's right. I need the meteor shower one. So if I go to my map right now, you guys will notice that there is that rocky outcrop, right? So you notice how it's not there. Those things only show up on the mini-map. So I'll give you guys an idea about how long this takes. So artifact recovery. You can do those as many times as you want until you get it, because those don't have like a specific lock. But as for these minerals over here, so when I went to those planets and it gave me like the gas and I know it was one of the P's. I don't remember if it was polonium or whatever it was, whichever gas it was. That's basically the equivalent of doing this, only without the work. Oh, and yes, the higher threat level planets. Oh man, the higher the level hazard. So this is a level 1 hazard. The higher it is, the faster it goes. But if I go to my map now you see it. It's right there. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take care of the stronghold. Because if this is what I think it is, it sort of kickstarts a series of missions into, which only sucks because I really didn't want to. I mean, I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't take care of it, but I think it's one of those things where even if you don't take care of it, it still assumes that you did, or at the very least, it's a case of if you don't take care of it, someone else, I use air quotes, but you guys can't see me, someone else did. And then you get to clean up the resulting mess. So this is what I don't get, right? So if I come out of this place, if I come out of this tank, my hazard level starts going up. I will die if I don't get inside cover. But yet these snipers are just sitting right out front. Oh, come on. I'm missing that badly. There. Normally I would shoot them from up on that cliffside there, but for you guys, we're going guns ho. So I think this is if this is the pirate base, I think it is then. There is a Asari diplomat. Who I will need to speak to. And this is, I mean, it's a double-leveled building with a handful of people.
All targets down.
So this is what made the first game so much fun, was the ability to do all the exploration and running around that you couldn't do in later games. Look at that ring. I need to get my hands on a few, see if I can find a scope or two.
Take cover.
Go, go, go! Enemy is everywhere! Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go!
Oh, I love this gun. I love the 10 better, but
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
can we thread the needle? So you heard that? Remember those words. I mean, just the sheer amount of stuff that can be destroyed, blown up, I mean, shot at. I mean, it's crazy.
Bring it on.
Ashley, will you learn to aim, please?
Negative contacts, Commander.
So we'll take all of this, and all of this without even looking at it. Not even going to try and figure out what it is. Just take it and be done with it. Come on. Success. So let's see if I pick up a pirate document. And if I do, I should get contacted by a diplomat from the Citadel. See, so this is what the so this is where I was talking about the decryption skills and the electronic skills. So I have my electronics already maxed out, but my decryption is not. There we go. So I mean, you won't even be able to use the Omni Gel on it. I mean, you won't be able to do anything with that without having a high enough decryption. Yep, that's it. So, okay, I know you'll have to wait till 2 to see why I get the sneaking suspicion that... Oh, cool. They gave it to me. What's Ooh, incendiary explosive. So, the thing is, you can stumble across the side missions. Like that. Very easily. Very simply. Without ever speaking to the people involved. So if I had gone to the Citadel, I would have actually spoken to... If I had gone in, because she's in the bar. Thing is, it... There we go. Oh, come on. That's what I was trying to do before, but it wouldn't let me do it because I was in combat. If you go to the Citadel, she's in the bar, and you can pick up, you can talk to Nisana first because she'll contact you. Holy crap. And pick up the mission from her directly. So when I go here, I should get a contact from her as I go to leave the system. But we have so many other worlds to explore. And occasionally you'll run into a handful of systems that have multiple planets to actually go down, but usually there's only one. I think there's a few systems that don't have any planets that you can explore. So I want to say was she in this one or this one? I think she was in this one. Okay.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay. So this is the one that I wanted to do originally. this will introduce you guys to the greatest threat the Mako's ever seen. And a very underused enemy in the Mass Effect world. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Thresher Maul. I think it's pretty much a one-hit kill on the Mako. Like, if it pops up underneath you, you're all but screwed. No matter what you do, just do not stop moving. Oh, and be careful getting too close too, because if you get too close to the... And no, unlike most games, the Mako does not auto-flip. So once you roll it, you've rolled it. There we go. Got it. That was a total miss, clean over that thing's head. It's a pretty big head, so it's kind of hard to tell. It was spacebar. I was just being stupid. Yeah, I really should get the Steam version. They will most likely have fixed some of those issues.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
These are Admiral Cahoka's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
And that is pretty much all it takes. I mean, despite the fact that the thing is still spinning, I would like to actually be able to shut it off or like blow it up or whatever. But so we have another anomaly over here, which, if I remember correctly, is a body of some sort. Ooh-wee. So it looks like I might not get to Liara in this video. So what I'll do then is this. I'll go everywhere until I find the planet. And then I'll make the next video. So a bit of side questing. But I really did want to show off the Mako and some of the open world aspects. Now bear in mind that this game is like 2005, I think. I mean, it's old.
Heading to position.
So I mean that they had such a massive world then, but yet all we got stuck with was like wave upon wave of linear game. I mean, it's no wonder this game was like so highly praised. And then, of course, BioWare followed in the footsteps of everybody else. Started making more linear games. But we forgave them because, although they were much more story-driven, unlike everybody else's story-driven games, BioWare was actually good at it. And then you have that.
Got it.
I mean, yeah, okay, it's really just a background. But even still, all of these worlds that you can visit have their own unique atmosphere. I mean, that's insane. Ugh. Fortunately, I have tons and tons and tons of Omnigel. I have 522 Omnigel. Now, that wrench that you see, so in the lower left-hand corner, right next to where you see the 3 names and the bullets, so that red bar that's currently flowing up, right next to that you'll see a wrench that says 99. That's actually Omnigel. The reason it says 99 is because that thing maxes out at 99, but that doesn't mean that I only have 99. So I'm sure there's other stuff on this planet, but I don't really feel like roving around. And no, I still have yet to figure out how the Normandy manages to grab the Mako when it's on the planet's surface. I also do recommend that if you're going to search areas and land on planets, that you do it from either the inside out or the outside in. It just keeps things neat and clean, because you notice the planets are not all in a nice straight line, but then they wouldn't be. Okay, so yeah, I was right. So if you want to just go straight to Liara, she is here in Kenoso. Kenosis. Where's the Knos? Yeah, Kenosis. And it's either this one or the other one. It's this one. So this is the planet that she's gonna be on. Right? So I'm not gonna go to that just yet. Actually, I'm not actually gonna be going to that because, like I said, I'm gonna end this video there. I just want to double check real quick to see if there's any of these planets that can be scanned. You also do have to sometimes check the asteroid belts, because there will be small asteroids that you can also look into. However, a lot of times you'll actually see like a shimmer, which I know is actually really easy. So like that. So you guys see that little flash there? Yeah. I mean, the small stuff they throw in, there was another one up here. Right there. It's all the small little details that they throw in that just, ugh. All right. I apologize for that. So that's it, guys. We now know our location. I will leave you with the landing sequence cutscene, and to that, guys, I'm gonna say sayonara.